very good morning from Blackpool, where we're back from our trip to Florida and straight in with the start of the 2024 season here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
It is so good to be back at Pleasure Beach and we can get on some of our favourites today.
Really excited to ride Icon again, and of course get on the classic dark rides and see the changes throughout the park. We've also had confirmation this morning that Blackpool Pleasure Beach are working on a new attraction, so we'll talk about all of the details and share that too. Bit of a surprise announcement this morning from Amanda Thompson, OBE, of course the director of the park. Hours today are 11 AM through until 5. It's always quite a rushed opening day, isn't it, normally?
It is, because it's such short hours. You just want to make sure that you get everything in that you want to, so it is quite short, but we'll make the most of it.
Definitely. We're also going to be staying over as well tonight at the Big Blue Hotel, and I've booked as one of the Park View suites. Never stayed in one of them before, and in fact it's been many years since I last stayed at Big Blue, and Charlotte's first time as well.
I'm really looking forward to staying there because I've never stayed there before, so I can't wait to see what it's like.
Gonna get some awesome views of the park, so check out that vlog that will be coming up next here on the channel. We'll make our way round to the entrance. Come and join us. It's the first day of the season at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's always delightful coming back and seeing Mr. Funshine there above the entrance here to the park. And recently Blackpool Pleasure Beach have revealed a new logo, and it seems like they're going back to Pleasure Beach Resort again. Be interesting to see if they've changed any of the signage around the park. As we can see down here at the entrance, nothing has changed yet, and good to see Mr. Funshine still up there on the entrance. It was actually only a few years ago when they put Mr. Funshine back up, so hopefully he'll be sticking around because we love him. Well, we've just made our way into the park and the gates are officially open for 2024 here at Pleasure Beach. In terms of weather today, it's not too bad at the moment. I think we might have a bit of rain this afternoon, but as always, we're Theme Park Worldwide. We'll make the most of it, won't we, Charlotte?
Of course, well, I've got my brolly in my bag. If it rains, it rains.
That's the thing. We're going to make our way down towards our first ride of the season here at Pleasure Beach, and that is going to be Icon. Still our favourite roller coaster here in the UK. Opened back in 2018. Feels like a long time ago now, that, doesn't it?
It's like ages, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like, well, 7 years, isn't it? Since Icon opened.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, is Icon still going to remain our favourite coaster in the UK? I mean, there's a lot of other rides opening this year, including Hyperion down at Thorpe Park. So we will see what happens. But you know what? I'm really excited to get back on it today. The double launch coaster here at Pleasure Beach, manufactured by Mack Rides. So we're going to walk down in that direction. In terms of ride availability today, there's a few bits that are closed, including the big one, which is a shame because of course at the moment it's still the UK's tallest roller coaster. I was hoping to get back on it today. They've been doing some more retrack work over winter, but yeah, it seems like it's not fully ready to operate yet, which is a shame, as I know a lot of people were excited to get back on it today, ourselves included, and it's not even windy, so it would have been open actually if the work had been finished off. But yeah, hopefully we'll get back on that at some point in the near future. But yeah, it's open every weekend now through until the start of the main season. So yeah, we've got quite a few weekends. Fingers crossed the big one will be open for some of the others. We're on our way round to Icon. Quite interesting, the big one is testing just over there, even though they said that it wasn't going to be open. So we'll see what happens. I mean, surely they wouldn't be sending it round if there was no intention of opening it today. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, we'll still head to Icon first, obviously. But yeah, it is testing the big one. So you never know, we might get on it. We'll see what happens as the day progresses. Oh dear, not the best start this morning. We've just been told that Icon isn't going to be opening anytime soon. Yeah, it looks like they're still working on the trains just down there. So we thought, you know what, it's only a 6-hour day anyway. We haven't really got time to be standing about.
We've got to get on some other rides. Hopefully we'll get Icon later.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, fingers crossed. Not the most promising start, but you know what? We'll see what...
Let's carry on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens as the day continues. Well, you know what? You can always rely on a roller coaster that's over 100 years old. The Big Dipper is operational. Hey, who needs modern tech this morning? Let's get a ride on here. You know what? You can't beat it. 101 years old. The absolute classic Woody, the Big Dipper. Let's go. We only waited 10 minutes there for our first ride of the season here at Pleasure Beach, and that was the Big Dipper.
I quite enjoyed that because we was on a non-wheel seat. It was absolutely fine.
Yeah, it was good. I do love a good classic wooden coaster. Of course, Big Dipper had a refurbishment last year as well, and it was really nice to get on there to start the day. It has started to rain though now, unfortunately, but we'll make the most of it. We just had a little stroll around here to see if Infusion was open. Normally I have my annual ride of the season, don't I, on the first day on Infusion, but I can't because it's shut as well.
Oh, no.
Not the most positive start this morning here at Pleasure Beach. Let's hope it picks up this afternoon. A lot of people have travelled quite a long way to come here. As always with any theme parks, yeah, it's always disappointing when there's so many rides that are closed. Infusion just seems to be testing again just over here now, so maybe it'll open at some point this afternoon. You can also see the scaffolding that's still up there on the big one as well, from where they did the track replacements. But even though that scaffolding's up, they have been testing the ride. It's not been testing since though, for about half an hour now. So yeah, it's probably not going to open. And they did say that it was going to be shut today on the website, but they did only post that this morning. So yeah, it was a bit last minute with that one really. Here's a look at Infusion. The parks for Coma SLC. Hopefully this will be filled with water again underneath again soon as well, with the water features on. It always looks a lot prettier when it's filled up. As you can see, you kind of lower it all down, mainly to do the maintenance, I'd imagine, over winter. Check all the nuts and bolts on the different supports there on the foundations. Just saying we hadn't seen it. There he goes again. The big one is testing. You never know, there's still a chance this afternoon. Oh, thank you. Oh, I nearly got hit by a brolly, but the lady lifted it up for me, which is nice. So we thought we'd come and check out the ghost train now, because we'd heard that there'd been some refurbishments happen to this over winter. And yeah, we just literally walked down here and they've evacuated the queue. So it did open, but now it's closed. So yeah, we'll have to come back later for this one. However, I can just say the front here looks fantastic from what we can see. They've painted it all blue. It looks a lot better actually, all that section round at the top as well. They've actually painted the drop and the ramp over there, which is quite nice. And all the bottom parts of the queue lines. Yeah, that's looking good. Oh, it looks like they're evacing. There you go, evacuation of the ghost train. Oh, should have come down here earlier, we'd have had a ghost train evac. But yeah, it's looking good from the paintwork. Hopefully we'll see what it's like on ride later on. I've got to say, so far, I am very disappointed in how opening day is going here at Pleasure Beach. Love the park. Great to be back here, but this is definitely a weak start to the season today so far.
What is going on? This is so disappointing today, especially for people that have travelled as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad for us. I mean, we say that we still travelled 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so not a great start today, yeah, for Pleasure Beach. You know, we do love the park and really want to see all parks at sea. How you doing? You all right? But yeah, it has been disappointing so far for the first day, especially when, you know, they've had all winter to sort these issues out. Just people are kind of standing about, and yeah, there's just not really much of an atmosphere. I think we'll head round onto Alice and see if we can get on there. Well, hey, we're going to make our way onto Alice in Wonderland just here now. March the 2nd, 2024. I do always love how they update the signage just here. Every day the park's open, they change the date on there, which I think is great. It's them nice little touches. I've had so many photos over the years sat on this bench just here, so it's nice how they always update it. And another one, 2024. Let's go and make our way on. Alice in Wonderland. Nice classic dark ride here at the park. Just noticed as well, they've done some paint ups at the front just here of Alice in Wonderland, which is really nice to see. All the leaves have been painted. All the rabbits at the top there. Yeah, it's looking really good actually. Just out the front, bit of TLC. Oh, I've missed that smell over winter. The smell pods in here are really good. I love the frog. Oh, look at this. Wow, that's some TLC over here. Completely updated scene. Oh, that looks really good. I love all these little changes that they do in the dark rides. Excited for Ghost Train. Hopefully it'll open up. There's quite a bit's changing there apparently. Oh, look at all this. Lots of TLC. It just seems like there's a lot more detailing actually, like on that wagon just there. Very nice to see. Love me a good dark ride update. Hey! Lots of updated paintings around here. It looks a lot more green, doesn't it?
Fantastic.
Oh, audio's gone off. Oh. Golden ticket to the Wonka experience. Oh, the audio keeps crossing out there. I'm liking the change inside though. That looks great. Back out into the rain. You can always rely on Valhalla over there. Good old Valerie. I was not expecting that many changes in Alice in Wonderland. They've done a really good job in there, haven't they?
Alice is looking so fresh. I was going around, I was like, wow, they've made so much effort in there, which is really nice to see.
It looks great. I mean, they've updated a lot of the painting in there. Like, of course, you've got the UV lights that make it look really bright. But you can tell they've just added some more detailing in there. A few scene changes. Honestly, that looked really good. Like, credit where credit's due. They've done a fantastic job in there. That's what I love about Pleasure Beach. They're always making little changes and upgrades to the dark ride. Really hope Ghost Train does open this afternoon. So I've heard good things about it, and what we can see from the facade and what we're seeing now on Alice, really excited to get on that and see the changes. But no, that was really good. I love that classic ride anyway, other than a couple of audio issues that hopefully will get rectified. I thought that was fantastic, really enjoyed that. And we're going on Derby Racer just here now. Walk straight on to a nice Pleasure Beach classic. Always love this, especially with the organ as well. Just having a look at which horse we're going to go for. We always have to look at this grin just here, don't we?
Cheesies.
Cheesiest, yeah, that one's quite cheesy. Which one do you fancy? Yeah.
I'm going to go for this.
You're having him. There we go, nice cheesy grin on the Derby Racer horse. Derby Racer. It's a Pleasure Beach classic as well, and the organ really makes the ride experience on there. Now, it's not really the weather for it today. In fact, we're really cold and wet, but Valhalla is operational just over here. It's one of them with Valhalla. It always seems to have problems on the really nice hot sunny days when you want to ride it loads. On a cold miserable day like this, and it's operating fine.
What do you mean? I'm going on it.
Oh yeah?
No, I'm not. It's too cold.
It is. I mean, back in the day, you know, when I was a bit younger, I'd have been straight on it. I thought I'll just do it, but now I'm all thinking, yeah, I'm too cold. I'm not going to give it a go. But yeah, Valhalla is operational just down here. And yeah, there's some big changes at Pleasure Beach at the moment, coming with attractions, and one of them is just around the corner over here. So we're going to take a little look at that, and that is Ice Blast. So yeah, as you can see, they've actually removed the gondola at the bottom, and yeah, it looks like they've started to remove the fences around the side. Maybe that was for access to remove the gondola, but also it seems like the signage has been removed as well. Now, there was a lot of rumours and speculation that Ice Blast was going to be getting removed from Pleasure Beach. Of course, the S&S shot tower here, but then Amanda Thompson actually put on Twitter, or X as it's now known, everybody still calls it Twitter, don't they, let's be honest. She put on this morning that he's going to be back home later this year, but they're waiting on a part, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, of course, Amanda's in charge of the part, she knows what's coming, so fingers crossed it is going to be back open. But as it stands at the moment, it looked like they'd started to remove it, really, especially with the signage coming down. As you can see, they've actually blocked the entrance here, took out the signs down here at the side, but they have still kept the big sign on the side of the building up there at the moment, which is interesting. In terms of the ride experience, not one of my favourites, but it is sad seeing a ride like this. I mean, Amanda said it's coming back. I mean, the way it looks at the moment, it looks like it started to be removed though, doesn't it, really?
Such a shame this is. Like, it's just so sad when you lose rides.
Yeah, not one of our favourites, but if there's a replacement coming, then fair enough. But yeah, it'd be sad just to see an empty spot just over here. But I guess we'll see what happens. It's too early to say at the moment. Amanda's in charge of the park. She says it's coming back, so of course we'll trust that that's the case. But yeah, it's just not looking good around here at the moment, and a lot of rumours about it being removed. So I guess we'll see what happens. Look at this weather. It is very grim this afternoon. Well, as always, we'll try and bring you the best updates here on Theme Park Worldwide and show you what's going on around the park. But yeah, another angle just here of Ice Blast without the gondola, and I guess we'll see what happens. We'll just follow the developments closely down here. Yeah, very sad though just to see it like this. Flying machine is looking good just up there. And we're going to head into Kiss Me Quick now, have a look at the merchandise. Always look forward to seeing what new merch they've got each season here at Pleasure Beach. Oh, starting off then with this nice bit of retro merch. Funshine just on the front there as well.
That's lovely, that is, and that is priced at £4.95.
Not too bad.
I like this retro merch, it's really cute.
Yeah, casino building.
They are £8.95.
Yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they? Again, with Mr. Funshine on. Good to still see Funshine having that big prominence, you know. Look at this with the cow and then Funshine's in the middle.
Yeah.
That's a bit different.
These are nice ones.
Yeah, the casino building just on there too. Yeah, and a few different designs for the mugs. Very classic, aren't they?
I love these.
Yeah, that's really nice, that is.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's kind of showing the fun vibes of the park.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I do like that. You've got the bag just behind you there as well, which is quite nice.
What we're looking at, £12.95.
Not too bad. And a selection of magnets down here. Yeah, I'm loving this classic stuff. Oh, Funshine's got a massive prominence this year. Look at this.
Oh, look at this gym bag. It's only £24.95. That's lovely.
I think that's a good price for that as well. Like Funshine on the end, and then Pleasure Beach Resort on the side as well. You can't make out the resort
No.
first, but it is there as part of the rebrand. Quite interesting actually, obviously with the new logo and going to a resort. This is actually the second time they've tried doing this resort rebranding. I think it was done in like 2012 first time I remember. Yeah, and then they kind of dropped it, went back to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now they're kind of bringing the resort into it again, which is interesting.
That's cool. Lunch bag, £9.95.
Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it?
Sweet.
Lunch bags. Quite a lot of reductions on some of these here, some of the older items. £5 there. I nearly said dollars then until we just come back from America. £5 on those. A lot of your Freak Nights merchandise for Halloween. Yeah, quite a lot of discounts.
25p for your Ice Blast sort of.
Oh, there you go. They're literally trying to get rid of them then with Ice Blast on.
Yeah.
Is it coming back? I mean,
I really don't know.
it doesn't look like it over there, does it? Like, I guess we'll find out. I mean, Amanda says it is, but I don't know. It's not looking good, is it, over there?
Some lovely bits. Look at all these nice new bags.
Dare to Ride. Icon just on there. They're nice and spacious, those bags actually as well, aren't they?
Sunshine one, they're only £14.95.
That is really good.
Not too bad at all. They're
I always
quite big
think
size.
like the value for money with the merch at Pleasure Beach is
Yeah.
pretty good actually.
They're great.
That's nice. I like the Icon one.
Yeah.
I mean the Funshine's good, but the Icon one's nice. Have a look down here. At the selection of ride parts. They've moved over to the left a bit. Loads of coaster wheels down there at the moment. Look at all those. Have a little look at the prices. We were chatting with some people earlier. They said they've gone up a little bit. How much is that? 250 for a big one.
£250, and then for a small one for the Derby Racer is £55.
55 just
Yeah.
there. Yeah, quite expensive.
Yeah.
But they are nice if you know, especially if you haven't got any coaster wheels. Still selling some old bits of wood and some other like brackets and that sort of thing over there as well. I do love how, you know, the park do sell all these authentic ride parts though, because they are really nice. If you love collecting the coasters and piece of history, some more wood replacement. Of course, they're always doing that over winter and throughout the year when they need to replace wood on the coasters and selling the old bits just there. There you go, Nickelodeon Streak on. You're right there.
Just nearly knocked all of these over.
Oh, you're joking?
They started to fall all the
Can you imagine?
So crap.
Yeah. The shop would not have been very happy. Yeah. But yeah, lots of authentic ride parts, and luckily no falling candy floss. Lots of new clothing over here in the Kiss Me Quick store as well.
We have got these dressing gowns. These are so soft. These are £39.95, but these are beautiful. Look at these.
Yeah, they're nice, they are, aren't they?
Oh, they feel so soft.
So this is in the Valhalla section. I'm not too sure what that is on
I'm
the
not
bag.
sure.
But there you go. Yeah, it is part of the Valhalla section. I was expecting it to have a V on the back.
I'm
It
not
does
too sure
say
what that is.
Pleasure Beach Resort on there though, doesn't it, as well?
Bottom.
Just down there.
See?
Yeah, they're quite nice.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what that noise is, you can hear the workings. But the flying machines just above us. One of our favourite parts of this shop. There you go, there's the wheel spinning. How awesome is that, all the mechanics. Fantastic flying machines from 1904. Oldest operating ride in the UK.
These are brilliant. Funshine pyjamas, £29.95.
Not too bad, and we've got these throws as well, which are pretty good.
Yeah, they're only £10 this weekend. It should be £24.95.
Special offer for
That's
opening
brilliant.
weekend. Yeah, there's some nice stuff. Then move over here into the Icon section. Again, we've got some more dressing gowns. We've got the Icon dagger on the back. Oh, that's
Icon,
nice.
that's good.
Ooh, I like that. You've got like numerous daggers all around the
Yeah.
side.
That's lovely. That feels so nice.
Pretty good. Another fleece blanket down there. Another one that says Dare to Ride down on the
Icon
side.
in the middle.
Yeah, That's pretty good. And then some more for Icon here. They've got like the different styles. This one's got all the floral pattern on there.
Icon PJs.
Hey, with the cherry blossom on.
These are so good.
These are nice. And what do you call these? Like a snood, aren't they? Yeah.
An oodie.
Yeah, oodie snood. Yeah, kind of like goes all the way down.
Not a theme park one, but they're so comfy.
Yes, they're quite nice. And these are priced at $39.95. Yeah, pretty reasonable to be honest. Some of your merch $29.95 for those just there. Some more classic stuff down here that we've had for a while. Some Icon Valhalla hoodies. That's quite nice. Embroidered in just there as well with the V. I think I'd have preferred if it actually said Valhalla on it though instead of just the V. But there we go. Would have been nice having that embroidered on the front, I think. And then of course some more of these lunch bags. There's some good stuff at the moment.
Some really good bits.
Loads of new merch. The Valhalla big bag. That's nice. We Brave the Adventure on. Very impressed with the new merchandise. That's been the highlight of the day so far, I think, seeing the merch. Well, we just had a look round Kiss Me Quick there at the merchandise. Some nice new bits, isn't there?
I'm so impressed with the merch this year. All the pyjamas and the dressing gowns, so cosy.
Yeah, the lunch boxes are nice, the bags, them retro things as well.
Got some lovely bits this year.
Yeah, fantastic. Tell you what's not lovely though, the weather today. Ugh, it's horrible. And there's a look over at the classic Grand National, fantastic wooden coaster. Try and get a ride on there later on, but I think first we're going to go and check out the Ghost Train because we've heard that it's opened up now. We really want to see these new changes. So yeah, we're going to head round that way, and it's indoors out of this horrible weather. Let's make our way down here to the Ghost Train. Yeah, it's back open. We've heard from quite a few people that the new scenes are really good in here, so I'm excited. Love a good dark ride upgrade. Let's go and take you all on the Ghost Train here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, March 2024. I can definitely hear some new audio coming from inside here, so yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what they've done with the scenes. Yeah, it's looking good with the blue out the front. Hopefully they'll paint up the back at some point. Yeah, that really needs a better TLC as well. But yeah, let's go and make our way here onto the Ghost Train and see the refurbishments. Oh, the screen's bright. Can't play the file. Oh! Oh, some good new jumpy scenes there. Went through them quite fast. See what was happening. I think it was some sort of kind of monastery in there. Definitely lacking in the audio department though. Lost a lot of them kind of classic sounds, which is a shame. Fire exit's lit it up there.
for 2024. Still gonna get the klaxon. Guess that answers that one. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to make of that. Some bits were good, some bits I'm not sure on. Well, we just come off the refurbished ghost train here at Pleasure Beach. Started off very similar to how it was before, but then when we made our way just before coming down the drop, we had that new scene just there, didn't we?
Yeah, it's nice to see new scenes in the ghost train, but I felt like the lighting wasn't amazing in those scenes.
It was a bit too quick fast, that first one, wasn't it? To kind of see what was happening. It's like it needs the timing changing, so the lights come on before you get to it. I know they were kind of going for a bit of a jump scare there, but you couldn't really see it that well, you know, because it started a bit too late, so maybe it needs the timing changing on that. And then after the drop, of course, made our way around in some of the other new scenes. That kind of monastery, it felt like, but it was too dark to really see what was happening. There was definitely some hooded figures in there, but I wasn't exactly sure what they were, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't really make out what they were. It just needs better lighting in there. Hopefully that will come in the future.
Yeah, it's one of the things with dark rides. You can tweak things around, and obviously it's the first day it's operated since these changes came in. Something that I'm not too keen on is the change in audio. In fact, most of it, there was not really any audio or sound effects, was there?
It was just so quiet going through, and then in some scenes you just got like a low like humming noise and not really much audio at all.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that change in there. It's also lost its kind of classic announcement outside, which I thought added to the charm of the ride. The one that was kind of like, it's gonna make you scream and scream and scream. It's lost that. So I think for me, Pleasure Beach, you know, yes, they need to move forward and make modernisations, but don't change too much as it loses that classicness and that nostalgia. And that's kind of what's happened there with the ghost train. So all has not been lost. Yeah, there's some nice new additions in there, but yeah, it certainly needs some tweaking and certainly some better audio putting back in there, or at least what was in there before, because yeah, it wasn't the best that.
Good to see the spectacular dancing water fountain show still going here. Impossible there behind it. I've noticed that's got a sign out the front, so let's go and have a look at that. Another view there of the fountains, and yeah, just here to the right, Impossible. So yeah, this is a walk-through attraction with lots of different interactive exhibits, but then also at the end it had a ride in there, and that was the Haunted Swing, which wasn't operating all of last year, unfortunately. Was hoping to see that come back for this year. Basically like an old school madhouse. It's like Hexa Alton Towers, but on a much smaller scale. Yeah, this sign's appeared out the front. It just says we are hard at work getting Impossible ready to open, and we look forward to welcoming you back to our Exploratorium soon. Have I said that right? Exploratorium, yeah, that's right, isn't it? So yeah, the whole thing's closed at the moment, so not too sure they're making some upgrades in there or changes. Hopefully though, when it does reopen, the ride is in action at the end too. I mean, the Haunted Swing was a classic, another retro ride here at the park, so it'd be sad if that one's gone too. Well, we've seen the updates over on Alice in Wonderland and also the Ghost Train, so we're going to check out River Caves now, just in case they've made any upgrades in here. They seem to be going around the dark rides and doing some work, so yeah, we'll go on this. I do love the River Caves anyway, it's a classic.
Come with us to travel down the mysterious rivers of the world in a voyage to many lands.
Oh, lights off. It's like they're having a few sensor issues with some of these dark rides today. and the lighting and the star cloth. It's going to be so sleepy in here. It's a very relaxing scene, this is. Make our way round into Valley of the Kings, just down here. So atmospheric.
Carved up a sandstone cliff on the west bank of the Nile stand the temples of the availablity. They remain unknown to the outside world until their discovery in 1813. Built by an Egyptian king, Ramses II, these colossal statues are the most spectacular example of the art of ancient Egypt.
Oh, audio off. What is going on today?
There's the skin on that animatronic snake.
Oh.
All the workings are just
God, yeah.
out.
Not looking the best day, this.
Oh no.
There he is.
Wow, the inside of an animatronic.
Oh, look at that. What's happened to his skin? Oh no. Poor snake. Look at that. Oh dear. Yeah, no TLC's been done in here. We've got no audio at all now. Yeah, river caves, not looking the best. Quite a few bits broken. We just got off the river caves after having our ride just there. And yeah, well, it was a bit creepy at the end, wasn't it?
What was going on with that snake in there? I mean, it was cool to see a little bit of the inside of an animatronic. Where's the skin gone?
It's obviously just fell off and hasn't been repaired.
Oh, it's such a shame. We also had issues with audio and lighting. It is the first day of the season, hopefully it gets sorted.
Yeah, I really hope so. It's not looking great in there, especially when they've done some work to the other dark rides. Yeah, it wasn't the best. We've replaced some wood here on the outside. Yeah, it certainly needs a bit more TLC with the theming inside the classic river caves. Piece of history. Well, we've just come up here to Infusion and looks like it was operating and it's gone down again because it looks like they're just clearing everybody out the queue line. Everybody's just coming down. I thought they were just exiting at first because of the exit platforms down that way too. Yeah, everyone's coming down from the entrance and two members of staff coming down here. So obviously it's broken again. Good news is Icon's open, so we're going to head down there shortly and get our rides in on what's still our favourite coaster in the UK at the moment. Now, we did mention at the start of the vlog that Amanda Thompson OBE, the owner of the park, has confirmed they are working on a new attraction. She hasn't let any more details slip at the moment, but I'm looking forward to finding out more in the near future. We do know though where it's set to be located, and that'll be here where Grand Prix is now closed, which is a shame.
This is such a shame because we never got to have like our last rides. Like, it's closed now. It's so sad.
We've seen that with Pleasure Beach before though, especially with the Wild Mouse, and as much as, you know, Wild Mouse with a really sad loss, this not quite as much as that. It's still a shame to see something go and not get to say goodbye to it. And this is a proper classic attraction at the park as well, a nice family ride where you sit in the car and drive round. Of course, it's been electric for quite a few years, but I remember that it never used to be, you know, it actually used to be petrol cars that were going round on the guide rail, and then they made it electric. Maybe it's had some issues since doing that, even though it's ran with it for a long time. But yeah, this attraction is going to be getting removed at some point in the near future for a new ride to come in. So it's sad that it's coming out. It's a nice family attraction. I'd hope that something family replaces it, really.
Yeah, because you don't want to put something thrilling when really it was a family attraction to begin with.
Yeah, and it was quite a nice long ride as well. In fact, you know, it had quite a long footprint. So let's just have a little look round the corner. So just around the other side of Grand Prix now, and here's a look at the back of the station. And this shows how much space there actually is here. And of course, Pleasure Beach are pretty good when it comes to utilising space. We saw that with Icon, how they fit it in there and then underneath the big one and steeplechase. So there is quite a bit of space here to do something. So you got this kind of downward helix, then it went into the rest of the layout, kind of down the side of Icon's queue, up over the bridge there underneath the avalanche, and then came back up this way to the station. So anything, there is quite a bit of room here. But then also an attraction got removed many years ago that used to be in that big dome over there. So really it opens up quite a big space here, especially, you know, if you did something with the dome on that side and it ran over the top of the pathway. So yeah, I'm really not too sure. I mean, I'd like to think that, you know, it'll be another family attraction on here. I think, you know, if you're taking out a big family ride like this, it needs to be replaced with a family ride. But yeah, it is a shame that we didn't get to say goodbye, and it's another one that added to the overall kind of kinetics of the park. That's what I love with Pleasure Beach, how the rides interact with each other and go over the top and underneath. And this was one of those, you know, yes, it had this main section here, but then also it ran all the way past Icon's queue line. There was some nice interaction. Yeah, it's a shame, and again, we didn't get to say goodbye to it. But yeah, this attraction will be removed in the near future, and an attraction is being planned, but we don't know the details yet. So this is where it comes down next to the queue for Icon, and then just also over there as well, Avalanche. So yeah, it kind of went all round underneath and down close to the big ones. You know, quite a big footprint really. So yeah, sad to see that one go, but it'll be interesting to see what happens at some point in the near future. Will it be an addition for 2025 next year, 2026 or beyond? But I'd like to think, you know, now it's closed, we'll see something replaced in for next year really. I think it needs to be. Hey! Avalanche, love it. So we've made our way now down here into Nickelodeon Land, of course the main family area at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Various different flat rides down here. Along with that, there's 2 wooden roller coasters with the Blue Flyer, the Junior Woody, and then also Nickelodeon Streak down there at the back with the orange supports and track. Yeah, you've also got the log flume down here that Charlotte's definitely not going on.
I'm definitely not on there. You get soaked.
Yeah, you do get really wet on there, but I think we'll have a go down on Nickelodeon Street just over here. I think it's the longest we've been in this park since 2018 without riding Icon.
I know, I can't believe it. We love Icon.
Yeah, it is back up though now.
It is. We've got to get a ride on it.
Yeah, we're going to head down there shortly and go and experience it. SpongeBob Splash Bath just over here, that's operational. I think for me, the water rides, you know, they can get away with not opening them till Easter. Like, I would focus on, you know, getting the maintenance sorted on the dark rides, the roller coasters, getting them all sorted, instead of having stuff like Splash Bash, Valhalla and Rugrats open, you know. Yeah, let's go on the next streak. Our ride down Nickelodeon Streak was a water ride today. We got soaked, it just started throwing it down whilst we was on there. In terms of the coaster though, it was riding really good. I do love a good classic Woody, and Nickelodeon Streak is certainly one of those. We just made our way then onto another Nickelodeon Land classic. This was closed for quite a bit this year, but it's over at the start of the season. It's Dora's World Voyage. I just hope we get some audio, because I can't hear any at the moment. I really have to question what has gone on this closed season at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. As a huge fan of the park, I am really concerned with what we're seeing here today. Like, just neglect. It's really sad actually.
What makes it worse is this was closed for a lot of last year, and it's like what has been done while it's been closed. We've got no audio. Like, look at all the theming around here. It's like it's just been ripped out.
Yeah, it's really sad actually. Like, just to see Pleasure Beach and the start of the season like this.
Such a shame.
Yeah, a lot of people feel the same. In fact, every single person we spoke to today, naturally we speak with a lot of people when we come to the parks. Everyone feels just the same. Enthusiasts, general public, fans of the channel, everyone we spoke to, no one's having a good day.
People have spent a lot of money and travelled, and people are just so disappointed by what they've seen today.
Yeah, I know, and we're lucky enough that we're only 90 minutes away, but still, it was, you know, the fuel to get down here.
It's still 90 minutes.
It's still 90 minutes, and you know, we've paid for our season passes for the year, so yeah, you do expect better, but it's even worse for people that, we spoke with some people who've travelled like 5 hours to get here today, from like down the south of the country and up in Scotland. Like, it's a real shame. So just little things like this, that it's just not ready, is it? There's no audio on, you know.
It's like, why isn't it ready? They've had all of the winter and it was closed for most of last year. It should be ready.
As someone that loves the park, I am very concerned and disappointed with what we're seeing here today, and I just hope that things are going to get better. I really do. By the time, you know, well, ideally the next couple of weeks they need to be sorting out availability. And I know the weather's not been the best today, but this morning the weather didn't really have much to do with it, because it wasn't raining or too cold or anything really.
It's one of them where the weather's got no excuse for why audio isn't on.
Yeah, and just general you know, upkeep throughout the park. Yeah, it's a real shame. We're quite disappointed today. You know, we came back from Florida on a high because we thought, you know, we love Pleasure Beach, we love our UK parks, yeah, we love seeing what there is, but yeah, disappointing start today. I just hope things are going to be better here at Pleasure Beach soon. I really do, because yeah, it's sad seeing it today. It kind of feels like the passion has been lost, it kind of feels like, from today, which is really upsetting actually, for a park that we love with so much history and nostalgia. Well, I guess if there's no audio, we're just gonna have to sing it instead. Da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. Hello, ni hao. Da 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 da. Say ni hao.
Ni hao to everyone we meet.
Hello, ni hao. Say hello to friends around the world. Ni hao.
There's lots of fun to do.
There we go.
We're on a great adventure around the world. We say
Ni hao. Gotta make the most of it. I think the panda enjoyed it, so we're all good. Well, we just made our way off of Dora's World Voyage. I'm going to have a ride round now on the Pleasure Beach Express. There's the Jeffrey Thompson OBE locomotive. Of course, that one's just off to the side, so yeah, we'll wait for the next train to come in. Park's really filtered out a lot now, probably because of the weather and also ride availability. Yeah, it's really quiet now. It's going to be a bit of a wet ride, this one. Look at the seats. Oh no. Try and sit where someone else has been. I managed to sit on some dry seats, so we should be alright. Avatar Airbender going past. Oh, this is not nice. This is where I wish it had indoor carriages. Oh, we always still try and make the most of it the best we can. It was a whistle. Dodgem's just over there. We've not even been down this bottom end of the park yet. Looks like Revolution's been having some issues today as well. That's closed now. It's not been a great day for the park today. A real shame. There's a look at the big one. Oh! Now the thing is, of course, the big one might open tomorrow. I mean, it's doubtful, but you never know, it might open. If not, could be next weekend. By next weekend, Hyperia down at Thorpe Park could be topped off. Does that mean by then, the big one loses its title by next weekend as the UK's tallest coaster? Or would you say it has to be operating first? I don't know. This is how far back Grand Prix comes, look, all the way down here. See, I can't see them utilising that smaller space, especially the tunnels under the pathway, but you never know. Yeah, I think for me, hey, choo-choo, in regards to the height record, I think once Hyperia is constructed at its maximum height, for me, that becomes the tallest coaster in the UK. I don't know if you agree or not, comment down below. Some of you might think, oh, it needs to operate first, but no, for me, I think as soon as it's actually tall and reached that height and constructed, I think that's when the big one loses its height record. Oh, beautiful. There comes Icon. Not the best footage there with the rain, but we'll always try our best. Whee! I can't believe we haven't an Icon yet. We are heading down there. There's only, believe it or not, an hour left of the day. So we thought we may as well do a few other bits first, but then just go and join Icon's queue at the end of the day. It's been quite busy by the looks of it as well. Understandably, with it being one of the only major rides open now. The good thing is for us, we'll be back on a regular basis. And hopefully we see some better days. Infusion, yeah, close. I forgot to tell you that, Charlotte. Yeah, whilst you were in the toilet, I was getting a shot up here and this was being evac'd again. Oh yeah. Yeah, queue evac again. What a day. Yeah, I'm really wet now. The camera is soaked. I tell you what, that drop that's just gone into place on Hyperia at Thorpe Park makes this one seem very tame now on the big one. Yeah, the angle of the drop on Hyperia looks incredible. We're going to be back down there in the next few days for our first visit in over a month actually, because of the Florida trip. So yeah, looking forward to seeing Hyperia. It's going to be getting topped off this week by the looks of it. Skyfall's off to the left. Red arrows.
even some more flat ride investments like that would be great. As much as it's not my favourite Skyforce, and from a capacity point of view, not the best either with only 12 seats. But yeah, even just some more flats would be really nice. And this is where we're going to be staying tonight, in the Big Blue Hotel, and that'll be the next video coming up tomorrow on the channel. I'm going to be staying over in one of the Park View suites, which are actually just over here. So yeah, you see the top rooms right up there looking out over the park. Never stayed in them. In fact, it's been well over 10 years since I stayed in Big Blue, so I thought let's start the year off with a stay there. So yeah, we're going to be right up there on the top floor looking out over the park, which I'm really excited for. And we'll certainly be making the most of the room tonight and tomorrow morning before coming onto the park. Yeah, we'll give you a tour around the hotel. We've got breakfast as well. And of course, give you a full tour of the suite. Yeah, it's so much more than the room. It's a suite. It's been my dream to stay in one of these for a while, actually. So I'm really excited for it, actually. Oh, my hands are freezing now recording this. Are you okay there, Charlotte?
I am so cold. I'm so soaked. I found out I've been coat's not waterproof.
Oh, you're joking?
Well, no, look at it.
Oh, has it come through, has it?
Honestly, I'm soaked.
It's like even down here, last year they put the effort in of adding speakers for audio. You know, a year later, and they're not on. Like, there's a major like audio issue going on around this park. Well, big one stopped testing as well, so yeah, no chance of getting on that today. Park's really filled out now. We couldn't even see steeplechase going around just as well. I mean, we've not walked down that part of the park yet. We've not had a chance. But yeah, it looks like that might be closed now as well. It was open earlier, we saw it from on Nick Street. Ooh. I have got some gloves, but the issue is I can't film very well with gloves on. I'm just pulling back into the station. Had a 10-minute ride round on the Pleasure Beach Express on the Carol Jean just here. Then we're going to do another dark ride next. It will take you all on. And that's Wallace and Gromit Thrill-O-Matic. Looks like it's open, which is a good sign. So we'll head round that way now, give it a go. One person waiting, 2 people. Look at these pathways now. It was really busy this morning, but it's just deserted now. I think everyone's had enough today. But we're still powering on through till the end of the day, because why not? That's what we like to do. Wallace and Gromit Thrill-O-Matic, a riveting ride, an open ride, I think I should say. Let's go and experience it. Here we go, here's the slippers all lined up. Let's go and have our ride in our big slipper.
Cheese! We're going somewhere where there's cheese! Oh, good job I greased the bearings. No crackers, Gromit. We forgot the crackers. Hold on, Gromit. Hold on. This morning, Gromit. Porridge today, now. Tuesday. Where'd you get that from? That's my machine. I've got safety branding on. be expected from it, didn't it?
Look how big this hood is on me, it's massive.
Mine's the same.
Yeah, enjoy that ride down Wallace and Gromit, they're great rides.
Wallace and Gromit is so much fun. I love the rabbit at the end, the nice little cheesy one with all the cheese around him.
Everything was working until we got near the end and there was like one screen off and also the sound effect just there as well. But other than that, everything was pretty good on there. Yeah, nice ride. Look at this though now. Like,
Oh, it's horrible.
oh, it's not nice. The part's so quiet now. We're going to make our way down towards Icon, get a few more shots on the way. Have a look in the Icon shop as well. See if there's anything different in there to kiss me quick. Look at this, I look ridiculous. Right. Another look there, Avatar Airbender. Samper the Disco. As we head round towards the back of the park just down here. We've not been down here. Yeah, our steeplechase is going round. That's a good sign. Might try and squeeze a ride on that first if we can. Look at this. The entrance plaza this morning was really busy. We were saying, oh, it's one of the busiest opening days we've seen at Pleasure Beach in a long time. But then it's really just filtered out now. A combination of a few different things, I think. Mainly though, due to ride availability and the weather. And there's a look at the big one. Like I say, at the time of recording, still officially the tallest roller coaster in the UK. But I think for me, it's going to be losing that record probably this week when Hyperia gets topped off down at Thorpe Park. And yeah, we will be down there in a few days. So looking forward to that. Steeplechase, running 2 tracks just over there. Look at these pathways. There's like 45 minutes to go until 5 o'clock, park close time. And the park is empty. And we are going to head on Icon shortly. I know we've been saying it a lot, but we are going to go and ride it. It was better doing what we've done though, because we've been around a lot of the rides, especially quite a few that we can POV on as well, just to kind of show you around the rest of the park. And then we'll get down on Icon. Earlier on, it was on about a 45-minute wait by the looks of it, so I think we made the right call walking round, getting on some other stuff first, and then building up for Icon. Then we'll have a go on Steeplechase over here though. Another classic ride. Yeah, that's the thing now. I think for me at Pleasure Beach, you know, you never know when stuff's going to shut now, do you? You know?
worry about the classic rides now, the fact that stuff's just getting removed and you're just not told about it.
Yeah, I'm really starting to get concerned, and I will be talking about that in a future video. But yeah, like the fact that, you know, a 64-year-old ride, I believe it was, like Grand Prix, you know, 1960 it opened, so yeah, make it 64 years old, can just close like unannounced without a chance to last ride it. You want to make the most of these classics because you never know when they're going to close. We just had a really funny ride then on Steeplechase because Charlotte was winning all the way at first.
No, actually, I was winning all the way round and then Sean overtook me towards the end. I was like, I'm winning, and then you came past me.
We had one each, she was talking with me as well. Like, it was quiet.
Literally nobody there.
We had the whole ride to ourselves and made the most of it. That's the thing, you know. It's sad, but I'm starting to think now, like, when rides can just go, you don't know when your last ride's going to be on them, especially at Pleasure Beach. Make the most of them. Hey! Let's go and ride an Icon next, shall we then?
I'm so excited to get back on there.
I am. Our last ride was, what, November, wasn't it? So yeah, excited to get back on this coaster. And here she comes. We'll have a look in the shop on the way down as well. Literally, this is the warmest I've been all day. It's nice today. You got them dressing gowns in here too.
Icon blankets, throws.
And the blankets, yeah, nice they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's some good new merchandise. I love this style with all the daggers around the side. This has been on sale for a few years now, but I do really like this shirt. Like the technical side of Icon. You can see the technical data and the train just up there. And $14.95 for the different t-shirts. Yeah, I do like those. And much like down in Kiss Me Quick under Flying Machines, there's quite a few discounts in here as well. These are reduced from $15.95 down to $10. And same with these just here as well. Reduced $34.95 down to $30. And the time has come. We was going to be riding it 6 hours ago, but you know what? I'm happy to be riding it now. Probably about a 20-minute wait for Icon in the rain, so it's going to be a bit painful. Probably won't bother waiting for the fronts. We are back tomorrow off camera as well, so we'll be able to get some rides in. Weather's actually supposed to be better till tomorrow, so we'll see how we get on. But yeah, we've got a nice day off camera.
get some re-rides in as well. Today our main focus was getting round and of course bring you all the latest updates, and there's been quite a few of them, including that surprise announcement for Grand Prix and of course a new ride planned for the future. Let's go on, Icon.
Pretty wet there on Icon, so we decided to leave the park straight after and come here to our hotel. We did manage to last the full day though, even though the weather wasn't great. How was your ride on Icon, Charlotte?
Icon is a fantastic coaster. We love it so much, but we got soaked.
We did get quite wet, but it was great getting back on there again for the first time in a few months. Some really good forces on there, some great airtime as well, and I just love the layout with interactions with all the other different rides. That's what makes Icon really special in my opinion. Along with that, the rattle was a little bit bad today. I think that was mainly because of the rain. I've noticed that in the past before, but a bit of a rattle. It's not rough, but you just feel the train kind of juddering side to side, so that was a little bit off-putting on there, but other than that it was still really nice getting on it because it's a brilliant coaster with an excellent layout. And then of course that brings us to the end of our day at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's been a very weak opening today. In fact, I'd say it's been the weakest start of the season that I've known at Pleasure Beach. In the past we've had some days where ride availability hasn't been fantastic, but today's been really bad for it, hasn't it, Charlotte?
It's been such a shame for people today because you'd go to a ride and it would close. We understand that these rides have issues, but today it was just constant. It was just so disappointing for people.
It was. It feels like the park wasn't ready, and going on to rides, the rides that were open, effects not working, audio not working, some of the rides were on reduced capacity. Clearly they hadn't finished the maintenance yet to run them fully. It was a disappointing show today from Pleasure Beach. The good news is though, I believe that they revalidated tickets for people today, which is fantastic. And as season pass holders, not the best, but they gave us something, and that's a 20% discount off lunch at the Pizza Kitchen if we go tomorrow. So it's something. I appreciate the fact they have offered that, but overall Pleasure Beach really need to step up the mark for the opening. If you remember a few years ago, they used to actually open the park at the start of February, and one of the main reasons for pushing it back a month was to improve ride availability, and we've just not seen that this time. It was a real shame. I also think, I understand the big one was having problems and that's why it couldn't open today, but I think running it for half of the day when it's been advertised this morning as closed for annual maintenance was a bit of a poor show as well, wasn't it?
It was building people's hopes up because we were standing outside the entrance and the big one went round and people was like, it must be opening, it must be opening, and it didn't. There was just running it round. Really, they shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, and that was at the entrance to the park, first thing this morning, and everybody saw it and was like, oh great, it's on the website as being closed, even though it only went on today, this morning, and then obviously that was disappointing for people as well. And then also we had the news today about a new ride coming in, which is promising, but obviously losing a classic with the Grand Prix, which is a shame. 64 years of operation. I do feel like with these historical rides, especially any ride, but especially historical rides, that could be someone's ride, that could be their special memory. Really, they need to be giving people the last chance to ride these. But Amanda did confirm that that's going to make way for something new. We don't know the details, but I guess we'll find out soon with that one.
I just think it's very frustrating for the park to not announce it sooner so that people could have had those last rides. Instead now people can't have the last rides because it's closed.
Yeah, I know some people are thinking, oh, it's only a car ride, Sean, let it go. But for me, that could be someone's really special ride, because I have that sentiment with rides. So yeah, it is a shame about that. Also, Ice Blast, who knows what's going on there. Apparently, it's going to be opening again later this year, but it looks like it's about to be removed, to be honest. But we had some positives today, some nice upgrades to the dark ride. Ghost Train needs some tweaking, but hopefully that will get done. And then the merchandise, I'd say, has been the biggest highlight today.
day.
The merchandise is fantastic. I always love Pleasure Beach merch. It's always so colourful and there's just so much going on.
There's some really nice things, yeah, I'm really liking that. And obviously, yeah, you know, they're all the updates today. It's not been a strong start to the season with Pleasure Beach. We've tried to make the best of it. We always do. The weather hasn't helped as well. We spoke with a lot of disappointed people today. We've travelled a long way. A lot of fans of the channel, a lot of us general public who are at the park, and it's not been a great day for the park, sadly. We love Pleasure Beach. We want to see it do well, but yeah, it's just not been a great start to the season. So here's hoping next time we're back for a better day.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, we are staying tonight in a suite at the Big Blue Hotel, and it's lovely, isn't it?
This is so lovely and so cosy.
It's really nice tonight with it being so cold and rainy to just sit in here and just relax. And we're going to be taking you for a bit of a tour around in tomorrow's video because we're staying in this beautiful suite, and it's honestly, it's amazing. I've wanted to stay here for years, never stayed in it. So yeah, a bit of a bucket list being ticked off today. But there we go. Thanks as always for joining us here on Theme Park Worldwide. As we always do, we keep things honest, we keep things fair and constructive as well. It's not been a great day, but fingers crossed for a better rest of 2024 at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That leaves us with one final thing to say.
Get out there and keep on
riding. See you in tomorrow's video.